Hello there, boils and ghouls. It's your friend Tats, and I'm back with another video. Today is November 1st, and first of all, I just wanted to take a quick second to say, I hope everyone had a wonderful Halloween. I hope everybody stayed safe. I hope you all had a good time, family, friends, loved ones, everything, and you just had a great time and had a great party, and just happy Halloween to everybody. Happy belated Halloween to everybody. So, finally getting around. I'm sorry it took me so long to get to this video, but unfortunately, I didn't get this until yesterday. Good timing, huh? Got it on Halloween. But you've already seen by the title of the video, today we're going to be reviewing the Kino Lorber 4K Blu-ray of Silence of the Lambs. This movie from 1991, Academy Award winner. You got, this thing stole the Oscars that year. Jodie Foster got Best Actress, Anthony Hopkins got Best Actor, the movie got Best Picture, even though, I remember Rosie O'Donnell complaining about it. She was on TV, oh my God, if we give awards to movies like that, what's next? Are we going to award movies like Friday the 13th? Oh, shut up. Anyway, a really good movie, and good Lord. Now this is, it's like when you see all these YouTube videos where everybody's complaining about, the way they do female heroes in movies and stuff these days. This movie did it perfectly. I mean, you root for Jodie Foster's character in this movie. She is amazing as Clarice Starling. And quick little note, it's like, I'm going to be honest, it's like, I actually didn't mind. I know a lot of people did, but I actually didn't mind Julianne Moore taking on the role of Clarice in Hannibal. It would be one thing if she had stolen the role away from Jodie Foster, but she didn't do that. If you watch the bonus features on Hannibal, they tell you it was. First thing they did was offer it to her, but she turned it down. So the only reason Julianne Moore really took on the role was because it was offered to her after Jodie Foster passed on it. So so I don't begrudge Julianne Moore for that. But anyway, still, Jodie Foster, you can't beat. Come on, man. She was phenomenal in this movie. And, oh, man. Yeah, don't get me wrong, folks. I like the actors who played Hannibal Lecter. I like Brian Cox in Manhunter. He was awesome. He did a great job. And from my understanding, they offered this to Brian Cox, but he turned it down. I guess the idea was kind of keep some form of continuity between Manhunter and this movie. But I liked Brian Cox as Lecter in Manhunter. I like Mads Mikkelsen on the show. He was really good. I admit I was trepidatious when I was going into the show, and then when I started watching Mads Mikkelsen's performance, it's like, this guy's really good. If anybody's gonna follow up Anthony Hopkins, Mads Mikkelsen was a guy to do it. So he did a great job. And I forget the actor's name, but I even like the actor who played young Hannibal Lecter in Hannibal Rising. So yeah, I'm a fan of the Hannibal Lecter, series, the movies and the TV series. I just thought, season 3, I kind of tuned out a little bit, I admit, because, we started, you're basically just kind of doing Hannibal all over again. Then once you get done with Hannibal, then you start getting into Red Dragon all over again. So admittedly, by season 3, I was kind of tuning out on it, but even still, it was a great series, and I don't know, they still may bring it back. There's been talks. We'll see. But anyway, enough rambling. How do I feel about this 4K Blu-ray? Here's the thing, okay? Kino Lorber put this out, and they did a good job, okay? Excuse me. The picture quality, not really going to blow you out of your seat. Some parts are pretty dark, but you do get a good amount of detail. One thing I was impressed was the amount of detail you could see, especially in the basement lair, Buffalo Bill's basement lair. You do get to see a fair amount of detail in that, but there were some parts I felt were just a little too dark, and you don't really get a good bit of detail. Sound quality, not bad, had to turn it up a little bit so I could hear, but it doesn't really tell you on here. It just says, Dolby Vision, DTS surround sound. So, I'm not really sure if, I don't think this one has the Dolby Atmos on it or anything. If it had Dolby Atmos on it, then you would definitely hear it. But overall, a decent upgrade. See, but here's the thing: I only had I had the old 20th Century Fox Blu-ray, and that looked fine. That was a good Blu-ray for what it was. And this is a movie I saw it in the theaters when I was a kid. I watched it on VHS. I watched it on DVD. Watched it on Blu-ray. Now I got to watch it on 4K, and the 4K is decent. If you want to go ahead and upgrade to it, and especially if you're a 4K enthusiast, you're going to want to have this. This is a classic award-winning. Even though it is a bit of a horror film, but it's more of like a psychological thriller, suspense thriller, FBI procedural kind of a film and stuff. It does have some gruesome moments, but they really kind of toned it down. Now Hannibal, kind of went more into gruesome territory than this movie did, but still, it's a decent upgrade. But here's the thing, though. I know I keep saying here's the thing, but sorry about that. But Criterion had put this out on Blu-ray, and that was the thing. I did not buy the Criterion Blu-ray, and there is a problem. Okay, usually when Criterion puts out a movie on Blu-ray, their Blu-ray work, the restoration and everything is spectacular. It is immaculate, and it's not 4K, but it's pretty damn close. And the picture quality is amazing. They do a wonderful job, and the sound quality. So here's the thing: if you already have and anybody who's done this, if you've bought a Criterion Blu-ray and then another company like Pan's Labyrinth is a perfect example of this. Like Pan's Labyrinth, Criterion put out a Blu-ray of it, and it looked great, it looked amazing and stuff like that. Then it was New Line Cinema, Warner Brothers, they put the movie out on 4K, and then people upgraded to the 4K, and then they realized like this really isn't much of an upgrade from the Criterion. So that's going to be kind of a issue there. If you already have the Criterion Blu-ray, this really isn't going to feel like much of an upgrade for you. In fact, I've heard some people say that I bought the Criterion Blu-ray of this movie, but then they put it out on 4K, and so I bought the 4K. And honestly, I think the picture quality and the sound and the restoration they did on the Criterion Blu-ray was actually better than what was on the 4K. So that could be something you might want to think about. But so I would imagine probably some people who have been through this situation before, they probably see, okay, well, Kino Lorber put Silence of the Lambs out on 4K, but here's the thing, I've been in situations where, Criterion put out the Blu-ray, I bought the Criterion Blu-ray, but then they put out the 4K and I went and bought the 4K, and honestly, I'd rather just stick with the Criterion Blu-ray. So that would probably be an issue. So maybe some people are not going to want to upgrade to this. But for me, it was worth it because I never bought the Criterion Blu-ray. I know, that's a crime. For a movie like this, it's like, dude, it was Criterion. You didn't buy it? I know, I'm sorry. I just didn't get around to it. Another thing that shocked me, though, too, speaking of Criterion, how is it Criterion didn't put this out? I understand now that Criterion is getting ready to put movies out on 4K. I know Mulholland Drive is one of them. I believe Citizen Kane was another, I think. So I'm not sure which movies I do know Mulholland Drive is definitely one of the ones they got coming out for 4K, but I know it's amazing. You would think if anybody was going to put this out on 4K, it would have been Criterion since they did their Blu-ray of it, but here it is, it's Kino Lorber. But overall, for me personally, if you never bought the Criterion Blu-ray, I would say it's probably worth the upgrade, but just, if you bought the Criterion Blu-ray, this probably isn't going to be much of an improvement. But anyway, so we got a nice slipcover here, and there you go on the back. Now, pretty much the same thing like, with Misery and some of their other 4K releases. The Blu-ray has special features. I believe the commentary is on both the 4K and the Blu-ray. What we have audio commentary by film historian Tim Lucas, Inside the Labyrinth documentary, Page to Screen documentary, Understanding the Madness featurette, Scoring the Silence featurette, original 1991 making of featurette, Jonathan Demme and Jodie Foster interviews. Sorry, that was my air conditioner kicking off. Deleted scenes, outtakes, Anthony Hopkins phone message, TV spots, teaser, and trailer. So for me, this is an awesome upgrade. Like I said, just some parts I thought that the picture could have looked a little bit better, but overall, it's a good transfer. And like I said, the sound, you pretty much get just DTS surround sound on it, according to this. So anyway, so take it off, and it's pretty much your standard Amaray cover. Got the spine and the back. Very similar. No reversible artwork or anything like that. Now, you'll remember when I did the Misery 4K Blu-ray review and the discs look extremely similar. Well, we got the same problem here, folks. We have, there you go. So, yeah. So, the only way you gotta be careful, because I even did this, it's like, because it says Blu-ray on this one, Ultra HD on this one. Yeah, I made the mistake when I first, started checking this out yesterday. I put the disc in, and it wasn't a few minutes in until I realized, wait a minute, did I put in the Blu-ray or did I put in the 4K? And then I looked, it's like, no, I put in the Blu-ray. And the Blu-ray actually on here looks really good. I think some people might actually, I'm not going to lie, probably some people might actually feel like that the Blu-ray actually has superior picture quality and sound than the 4K does. But still, I would say it's a worthy upgrade if you're a fan of this movie, and especially if you didn't buy the Criterion Blu-ray, I would say go ahead and go for it, but not bad. It runs about the same price as the Criterion Blu-ray. So I would say, yeah, if you're a fan of this movie, and especially if you're 4K, you're going to want to have this in your collection. A great movie like this, how could you not? But I would say go ahead and pick it up. I would just say, the sound quality or the picture quality is not going to really knock you out of your chair, but still it's pretty decent. I will say it's definitely an upgrade from this one. I'm going to be honest with you folks. To me, honestly, this is, without a doubt, in my opinion, probably the worst 4K Blu-ray I had ever bought. And it's just, the picture quality on it is god-awful. I'm sorry, that's just my opinion. On this one here, I would much rather just watch the Blu-ray on it. And because I'm not even joking, folks. I mean, I know the movie had some dark scenes, but my Lord, there are moments in this movie, the picture quality is so dark, you can literally see nothing. I mean, the picture quality is literally pitch black, and you can't see anything. So I'm not really a fan of the 4K on this one. That's just my personal opinion. But, I mean, I'm not pooping on Kino Lorber's, 4K restorations. They've done some really good work. Like I said, this isn't all that bad. And, I did the Misery 4K Blu-ray review, and that was really, the picture quality on that was amazing. That looked really good. Just, yeah, this one here, I don't know if maybe if it was just because, I believe this was their first 4K. I don't know, maybe they just hadn't worked the bugs out yet in their restoration or anything like that, but still, yeah, Hannibal, I don't recommend. Silence of the Lambs, yeah, I'd say if you want to, go for it, but or if you do get this one, go ahead and get it just so you can say you have the 4K, but just watch the Blu-ray instead. But so anyway, yeah, I would definitely say if you haven't bought the, how many times am I going to say that? I'm sorry, folks. It's time to end this video. But yeah, I would definitely say if you haven't bought the Criterion Blu-ray, I would say go ahead and get the 4K. If you did buy the Criterion Blu-ray, you might want to think twice before going after the 4K. Unless you're just an absolute diehard 4K fanatic and you got to have it, then I would say go ahead and pick it up if you need to. So. But that's it. So anyway, again, I hope everybody had a wonderful Halloween. I hope everybody had a great time and stayed safe. And that's it. So thank you all for watching. I hope you liked the video. Not appreciate the video. It's like you don't have to appreciate anything. But I hope you liked the video. And again, I'm so sorry it took so long to get this review done. But yeah, I just wasn't able to get the 4K until just yesterday. So as soon as I got it, I checked it out and made the video. So. Anyway, that's it, everybody. Take care, boils and ghouls. I'll see you later.